Okay, Kami, I got to throw this over to you now with the Oilers because that's a perfect segue.
That is a perfect segue.
What a week for the Oil. I mean, how about they move on from Darnell Nurse and there is no salary retention on that 9.25. They bring back Kasperi Kapanen. They lock up Ryan Shea, another late bloomer here who's getting paid with 5 years times with a $4 million AAV. And they also bring in Stanley Cup champion Freddie Anderson between the pipes. What do you make of what's happening in oil country just north of where you're hanging and banging right now?
I mean, I will say that, I'm hearing a lot about the old Oilers around here.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Shea, but they have made some good moves. I can't. Look, I'm probably going to spend most of this year just absolutely torching the Oilers, but I'm trying to be fair about this too. So I don't want to sit here, and I'm not a huge fan of Stan Bowman right now, but I will say I like what San Jose has been doing as well. Like, I'm not ripping on them either, but I cannot believe they got rid of Darnell Nurse and didn't retain any money. To me, that's crazy. Like, I think, and he's got what, 4 more years left at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
It's not a year.
I mean, like I said, and I think Darnell has gotten better over the last couple of years, and I've eased off. He's stayed on his feet. He's not sliding around like a Zamboni. Like, he's better, but I'm like, and I know San Jose needs like penalty killers and stuff like that, but I'm like, 9.25, you're eating the whole thing for the next 4 years? Like, anyway, so I guess I'm not with the Sharks on this one. And I guess I kind of got to say, I mean, Bowman did. If somebody would have told me the Edmonton Oilers were going to trade Darnell and not have to retain anything, I would have said there's no chance. There's no way that's going to happen. So I got to give kudos to old Bowman on that move.
Yeah,
and good for Darnell too. To be honest,
it'll be so much better for him there. Like he'll be a better player. He really will.
Yeah, good for
maybe
Darnell.
Not for 9, but he'll be a better player.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Like I said, I've ripped on him, but he has gotten better. Hey, look, at the end of the day, friend of the show, Ken Holland, Darnell didn't walk into Ken's office with a mask on and a gun and hold him up for 8 years. They gave it to him, right? So it's so good for him. So I would think kind of a little bit like the Riley thing, he's been sitting in Edmonton. He's taken some grenades and deservedly so, sometimes for sure. So I'm thinking, go to San Jose, you'll be able to go to the grocery store there, Darnell, and it don't matter if you're -5 that night. Nobody's going to be telling you you're shitty as you're trying to buy a steak or something. So it'll probably be a nice change for him too.
Yeah, I think it's a fresh start. It's a tidy piece of business for what Oilers management has done, and especially given the PR backlash that they have dealt with. Just on a side note, Kami, we were kind of chatting about this, and I didn't want to go down all of it. Don't leave it in the green room, as we like to say sometimes. But what has been the reaction? What's it been like for you, just personally? You're in Alberta again here. I mean, I'll say this: even I'm a middle-aged dude. And so it's not like I am a high desirable follow on social media like Instagram at this stage of my life. And yet, man, I'm picking up a ton of followers through our podcast there lately. So
Dudes,
I can only imagine what you're getting.
Dudes.
Of course.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
if you
My
look
wife
at
appreciates that. Yes.
Like it's on the Instagram thing, and you can kind of click on the insights, and it breaks it down to where your followers, where they live, and what gender they are.
Well, I'm not creeping that much.
Oh, well, yeah, it breaks it down like a whole bunch. Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting, and I've only looked a couple times. Yeah. Last time I looked, I'm clicking at, I got 30,000 followers. It's 98.6% dudes. Yeah.
I'm also getting word for all of our followers here that continue to enjoy the show and love following Kami on the various social media channels. Our producer, Stu Stone, says Kami will be starting an OnlyFans site very soon.
That's a good way to lose all my followers.
He's a man's man, people. He's a man's man.
There's nobody that wants to see that.
I want to hit this one, but I was reminded of, there's a great video that I've seen a million times pop up on social media of these two dogs. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. Two dogs that are separate, and these are like German Shepherd, like a Doberman, like two vicious, powerful, strong type attack dogs, and they're separated by a fence, and they are barking at each other, foaming at the mouth, ready to basically like, I'll kill you. And the fence slowly opens up, and when it opens, these two dogs that are screaming at each other just basically smell each other and kind of, hey, what's up? And this kind of reminded me of what just happened in Columbus this week with Zach Werenski and Don Waddell. What happened here? Like, everybody was like, had the knives out, the guns out, and all of a sudden people are standing at Razor, and everybody just come to their senses here. Like, what happened?
I am so confused, and was so confused with the statements that were coming out left and right. They're just flying out the doors. Like, I don't want to be here. Now I want to be here. I love it here. I'm going to win here. I don't know. I mean, it feels like the toothpaste out of the tube there. I don't know how you put it all back. I don't know how that goes away. Obviously, my guess would be Zach Werenski's phone was buzzing like Commies does when he talks about Babs, and he got a little bit gun shy on the response that he was getting, and maybe some of the feedback he was getting on what he was doing, and then again to turn down the deal to Dallas. Did that really at Harley? Like, Dallas is in a bad spot now. I guess at the end of the day, I don't understand. I have no idea. I have no insight. It's confusing is the best way for me to put it. I'm very confused, and there's no way I would predict that he's staying or going at this point. It feels like all the cards are on the table.
It is confusing. Like you guys know, I spent I left on Monday night, and I drove from Arizona to up here to Calgary. So all of July 1st, I was on the road or whatever. So I was listening to NHL radio. I actually felt bad for those guys because they're sitting there and they just they're like, Werenski. And Werenski ain't going anywhere. Nothing happened. So I kind of felt bad for him. So I was kind of laughing about that a little bit. It is weird. And like I said, who knows what's true, I guess. But I mean, who says no to Dallas? I mean, that's good.
No kidding.
Like, that's kind of,
I don't get it.
Like, I don't
get. That's the biggest
team,
confusing part for me is that
great market, a contender,
everything tax free.
Yeah, like Dallas is awesome. I mean, I would assume most guys, if you had them just pick their top 5 places to go. I would assume for the Dallas has been in there for a long time. So anyways, like I said, who knows what's true, but it definitely.
Well, I mean, this whole offseason might turn into the offseason of feelings and emotions, right? Like, all these players might have to go watch Disney's Inside Out, and just Jason Robertson, speaking of the stars, he said no to a reported $120 million deal in Seattle. Right? Like, boy, it's not like Seattle's a bad place to be, right? Like, there's a team, great market, and, but for whatever reason, people just do not seem to want to go there as a relatively new franchise, and just haven't had the success that Vegas, but whatever the case, they're trying, and they still continue to get rejected.